Hello viewers, I'm Rohit Khurana from Intellect Digest, your host on Intellect Digest, and today we are here with the HCL Me tablet. This is the Connect 2G 2.0, which is the second version of the 2G tablet from HCL. HCL makes many devices including tablets, computers and laptops, and this is a popular tablet in their series. This is in fact a phablet which comes with full phone functionality. It's a full featured phone with tablet feature, and it is a large screen device with large battery. In this review I'm going to give you a game playback, features, performance, specifications, benchmarks and all the details that you need before considering to buy this tablet. Let's get started. First thing first, the size of the HCL Me Connect 2G is slightly large and it is slightly bulky to hold in one hand, so it is recommended that you hold it in two hands for convenient usage. It is very convenient to type on this with two hands, and it comes loaded with the AdaptText, which is a typing application which comes preloaded with this tablet. There are also many freebies which come with it. Let me talk about the hardware first and then we'll jump to the features. So in terms of hardware, you have a large 7-inch display. The display resolution is slightly disappointing at only 480 by 800 pixels, but the colors seem to be okay, slightly washed out at times, but it is still okay for a tablet which is priced under 7,500 rupees. This is selling online at around 7,500, which is a competitive price. This is not very sleek or slim, but does the job. There is a power or wake up key at the bottom right side and a volume rocker just above it. On the front you have a standard speaker grill and an oddly placed 0.3 megapixel VGA camera which is provided down here. This tablet looks good from the front, as well as the back is finished in silver glossy finish. On the rear you get a 2 megapixel rear camera without flash. There is a speaker mesh down here, HCL branding, Me branding. You get some barcode information over here and some more information which is provided here. You have some ports down here which includes a small mic hole here, followed by a micro HDMI port, so you can connect it to large screen display. There is a 3.5mm standard audio port, followed by a micro USB port for charging as well as data syncing. There is a dedicated charging port over here with a pin type adapter which is also provided with this tablet. There are two other slots provided here. This is the T flash or micro SD card slot for expansion of memory. It has 4GB internal memory and a standard SIM card slot provided next to it. It can accept a normal GSM SIM and it supports 2G services on that SIM, so you can stay connected while you are on the go on a 2G or edge internet using this tablet. Talking of the battery, it is powered by a 3800 mAh battery which is concealed inside this unit and cannot be removed by the users. It does give a good battery life to this tablet. With the kind of battery size that it has, it will easily last for one full day on a full charge. Next up, we'll talk about another feature which is very useful for many tablet users is gaming. So if you want to know how much it is capable of when it comes to gaming, I would say it can play moderate games with ease. It has 1 GHz single core Cortex A9 processor with 1 GB of RAM. We'll start with the review of the Subway Surf. The graphics are not very rich because the display resolution is not very high, but there is no lag in the game. It is playing fairly well and it is responding well to the touch inputs as well. So it is fairly responsive when it comes to the inputs, and it is also rendering the graphics fairly fine. Just that the lower resolution on a large screen does not look too good. Next up, I'll play the Temple Run 2, which is another popular game on Android platform, and show you how it performs. The Temple Run 2 uses touch as well as motion inputs, so this game is good to test both the motion calibration as well as touch performance of a screen. So let us start. The touch seems to be performing well. The graphics are also rendering fine. The color quality could have been slightly better. The display seems slightly washed out. The motion calibration also seems to be fine on this tablet. we can tilt to control our player on this device, and you will notice that from certain angles the colors look more vivid compared to some other angles. So something which really kind of bothers us is that at this angle the screen seems washed out, while at this angle it seems slightly better. So it is some angular distortion in the display color production, but it still does a good job when it comes to moderate gaming on games like the Subway Surf and Temple Run 2. Talking about the specifications of the HCL Mi Connect 2G 2.0, it is powered by 1 GHz single core Cortex A9 processor, which gives it a decent level of performance, if not the top notch. At this price point it is not bad either with the kind of screen size it has on the offer. Accompanying the 1 GHz processor is 1 GB of RAM. There is 4 GB internal memory, which can be expanded by adding a micro SD card of up to 32 GB capacity on this card if you want to store a lot of multimedia content on your tablet. It is powered by the Android Jelly Bean 4.1, which is not the latest, but it is not the older version as well. The Android Jelly Bean 4.1 packs in many features which are there on the latest version 4.2, but it is always good to have the latest version. Nevertheless, it does not disappoint us in terms of overall performance. Talking about the camera capability of the HCL Mi Connect tablet, the camera is just about average. The 2 megapixel rear camera is capable of taking good pictures, but the quality of pictures is not too high. It tends to pixelate after some time, but the color reproduction etc. is fairly fine for a tablet with this kind of camera. There is a 0.3 megapixel front facing camera, which also does a fairly good job when it comes to video conferencing using some video conference apps which you can run on a Wi-Fi connection, since the 2G may not be capable of video conferencing. To demonstrate the quality of video playback and the kind of sound output it produces during the video, I'll quickly run a video on this tablet and show you how it actually performs. So the quality of color reproduction as well as the display looks fine on the video, but the sound gets muffled if you put it on a flat surface, because these speakers tend to get covered when you put them on a flat surface. When it is slightly raised, the sound is much better. Specs as well as the performance, the display is very large. Today I'm going to talk about a few tips and tricks which you can use on your Samsung, which is quite evident, and the video player is quite stock, which is the one which you get on normal Android. There is no customization whatsoever which has been done on this video player. This is pure stock video player of the Android Jelly Bean 4.1. If you are a music buff and want to know how it sounds when it comes to the music quality, we have tested the supplied earphones, which are the standard 3.5mm earphones, and they sound just about average. The loudness levels are good, but the bass and treble levels are just about average. So you can install any of your preferred 3.5mm headset on this tablet to enjoy music from it. It does a decent job when it comes to music playback, but the earphones seem to be not very capable. Also, another slight disappointment for you may be that it lacks the FM radio feature, so there is no FM radio. If you're a fan of FM radio, you will be slightly disappointed with it. Talking about the benchmark score on the Antutu tool, it scores 4651, which is again not very high, and I'll quickly show you a comparative chart. So looking at the chart, it is just above the Samsung Galaxy S, which is again an old generation device from Samsung, and it is below the Amazon Kindle Fire. So when it comes to performance and benchmarks number, this is not a stunner device. This is probably the very entry level phablet device when it comes to the specifications as well as benchmarks. I'll also quickly give you a browser demo. So the installed browser is the default Android Jelly Bean browser, and let me open Intellect Digest homepage. There is slight amount of lag when it comes to typing and response on this tablet. Maybe some applications are running in background which are making it slightly slow, since this is a single core processor and tends to slow down if you run too many applications beside having 1 GB of RAM. So it is opening the website fine, and there is some amount of lag or stutter which you can see in scrolling. So it is not as smooth as we have seen on some other Android devices, but it still opens up the page in a proper way. It displays the text in a proper way, just that the scrolling is not too smooth. Let me try to open a story. So it is rendering the pictures and graphics fairly fine, and there is no problem when it comes to display of content, just that it is not very smooth when it comes to scrolling. Now it's time to show you what all comes in the box with this tablet. There is plenty of stuff which HCL has bundled with it. Let me start with this leather pouch which comes with it. It is not the real leather, but it is a leather localized, which is a soft pouch carry case, so you can carry it easily. Just lock your device and put it in, and you are ready to take it anywhere without the worry of scratching the front or the back of this tablet. There is also a microfiber cloth for cleaning. You get a wall charger, which is a pin type charger. You get standard earphones along with it, with headset, so you can accept or reject calls. You can take calls using this one. Standard micro USB to USB cable. There is an extra OTG cable with which you can connect your pen drives and external drives to this tablet and enjoy content. And there are a couple of freebies like movies from Big Flicks. You also get a coupon of some books you can download from Readware. You can get comics, etc., which comes bundled with it. And there are some warranty manuals, user manuals, some other guides on safely disposing. You can also get the guides for backing up your data, a large warranty manual, 2 user guides. This is a quick start guide and this is a detailed user manual, so you can quickly start using this using the quick start guide which is provided. The documentation is nice and organized. Summing up the review of the HCL Mi Tablet Connect 2G 2.0, this tablet may not be the top notch with the best features, but it still does the job with a fully phone functionality and 2G connectivity on the go at a very affordable price point of under 8,000 rupees. This is not very good when it comes to camera and lacks FM, but it does basic gaming, internet browsing and all the other Android Jelly Bean features that you would expect from a tablet. It is slightly laggy at times, but you cannot expect too much from a tablet which comes at such competitive and compelling price points with lots of accessories right inside the box. This is all we have on a detailed review of the HCL Mi Connect 2G 2.0. If you like our video, please press the like button below for more such informative videos. Please press the subscribe button. This is Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.